Hey guys, welcome to the Truth Factor where we do headlines with an attitude. Okay, guys, so we have a couple of breaking things. One thing I think is really going to um, could cause us a whole lot of problems here, especially with uh, shipping. Anyway, and then I see a development. China deploying 40 planes to Taiwan. All right, guys. So I can't share, and I don't know how. What? Good morning, Carol. Good morning. I can't tell you um, when I'm going to get a hello, MG. How are you, brother? I don't know when I'll get a chance to put this in the Wixit, but I'll just tell you where the articles are. I just wanted to get this information out there. Okay, according to Hal Turner, the Panama Canal has stopped. 40% of the global supply chain came to a halt today as the Panama Canal shut down. Ships are presently stuck on both the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean side of the canal because the freshwater lake, which supplies the locks between the two oceans, has suffered a drought and can no longer fill the locks to allow ships to sail through the canal. Because of the severely reduced freshwater supply, ships are being ordered to travel with 40% less weight to deal with less water. The Panama government said these restrictions will last at least 10 more months. This is causing delays in shipments from Asia to the east coast of the United States. This is also causing oil shipment delays from the Middle East and India, Bahrain to the west coast of the USA. So, did you hear that, guys? Oil shipment. So this is not going to be. This isn't going to be good. This is going to be a huge supply chain mess. Absolutely. Um. Okay. So then it goes on. It says get stocked up now. Hal Turner remarks, he says, let me see if I understand this. The Panama Canal has the Atlantic Ocean on one side, the Pacific Ocean on the other side, and somehow or another, we're supposed to believe they run out of water to operate the canal zone. Why not use the salt water through the canal zone? Let me guess. The environment. That's exactly what my husband said. He can't believe that they're using fresh water to begin with.
Because all that's doing is diluting the salt water around the area.
Exactly. Then the massive traffic jam is a result of water conservation measures deployed by the Panama Canal Authority in late July, which limited the number of daily vessel transit to 32 and required carriers to pre book passage. According to a recent article by CNBC, only 38% of vessels waiting to cross have reservation, compelling 62% of the vessels to wait in line, some for more than a month. Below is a map of the ship tracking online services showing the present vessel traffic jam on either side of the Panama Canal. I'll see if I can show you guys. I mean, it looks like a hot mess, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see it very well because of that's what it's looking like. Anyway, so I'm trying, guys. My take on this is because China controls the Panama Canal. Jimmy Carter gave it away to Panama, who sold it to China. So once again, China is playing economic war games. So it it is kind of crazy, guys. And then another big thing this morning is from Hal Turner. Ukraine scores big hits, destroys Russian submarines and landing ship. Ukraine has successfully attacked the Russian port of Sevastopol on Crimea and destroyed the Russian submarine Rostov on Don. The landing ship Minsk, pictured above, both vessels were in dry dock for repairs. Where we learned about the consequences of Ukraine's attack on Serva Mrzvad, the dry dock shipyard in Sevastopol last night. Sources in the Black Sea Fleet, in the General Staff, and in Sevastopol government told us the following. As a result of the missile strike, 11 people were killed, factory workers and military. 31 people, according to the latest data, were injured. The Ukrainian missile completely destroyed two vessels, the large landing ship Minsk and the submarine Rostov on Don. Both vessels were in repair but are now not salvageable. In addition, two more vessels were damaged in the Servamos shipyard and it may be possible to restore them. Authorities refused to say the names of these ships so that the enemy would not receive valuable information about the result of his attack. According to updated data, 8 Ukrainian missiles and 2 naval drones were fired at Sevastopol. The drones were destroyed, and only 2 of the missiles were shot down, so the damage from the impacts is serious. Sevastopol Governor Michael Razahov has already demanded to strengthen the city's air defense during the missile strike last night. Panic began in Sevastopol. The police received information that saboteurs were operating in the city and sent several photos to search for them. One of them mistook an armed military patrol for saboteurs and opened fire on his own. As a result of the shootout, 4 people were killed, 3 soldiers, and 1 policeman. The submarine B-237 Rostov Don passed test and entered the Russian Navy fleet in 2014. It cost about $300 million and was caliber missile carrier. Then I think there was one other article. Um, this was from yesterday. Um, it was just about the flash, the Russia attacking Odessa, Izmail, and Reni near where NATO exercise is taking place on the Romanian side of the Danube. This is a flash traffic. Russian missiles are attacking Odessa, while Russian Grenadium drones in large swarms are attacking the Ukrainian ports at Izmail and Reni, which is directly across the Danube River from Romania and exactly where NATO is conducting its latest ongoing naval exercise. Um, NATO vessels and troops are on the Romanian side of the Danube River Delta and would be able to see and hear these attacks against Reni. If a NATO vessel is accidentally hit, the result could be disastrous for the world. It could be another Gulf of Tonkin incident. More info if he gets it.
Yeah, why would you be having exercises in a war zone?
I don't know. They just do, I guess. Okay. And then we have from End Time Headlines, China has deployed over 40 planes to Taiwan Strait and is massing forces at coastal military bases. China is continuously massing forces at its coastal military bases facing Taiwan, the self governing island, warned on Tuesday. Taiwan said it is bolstering its own defenses in response. The island's defense ministry issued a report on the expansion of Chinese airfields and military activity on Taiwan's doorstep, saying China has begun probing Taiwan's territory on a near daily basis. This year, the Chinese Communist Party has aggressively expanded its armaments and continued to build various types of fighter jets and drones, Major General Hung Wen-chi said of the report. The information we have received, it is all important military bases along the coast are being continuously updated. The Chinese military also sent nearly 2 dozen warplanes on a sortie near Taiwan's territory Tuesday morning. The Defense Ministry reported that 22 warplanes and 20 warships entered the Taiwan Strait, and 13 of the aircraft crossed the median line, which has historically served as a demarcation line for military activity. Um, China has a long threatened to take over Taiwan by force if necessary, and it has grown increasingly aggressive toward the island in recent years. On Monday, China deployed one of its 3 aircraft carriers, the Shandong, to the Taiwan Strait. The carrier group sailed within 70 miles of the island and conducted various drills. Um, Displays of military power around Taiwan have become regular strategy for China, often resorting to the practice when Taiwanese officials has an undesirable meeting with the U.S. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, a Democrat of California, outraged China last year when she visited Taiwan, becoming the first speaker to do so in 25 years. The House Speaker Kevin McCarthy also met with Taiwan's president to see Ing-wen earlier this year in California. China responded to both of these incidents with weeks of extensive military drills surrounding Taiwan in an apparent simulation of an invasion. And that it may be normal, brother. It may be normal, but we know that at some point they're going to make a move. We know that some point they're going to make a move, and it seems like we just continue to stir the pot. I mean, on a serious Serious update. We continue to stir the pot there.
We need to stick our nose where it don't belong.
Right. Let's see. I'm going to see if there's any update on Al Jazeera for why I have such a great connection here. All right. So it says Derna's death toll is expected to double as aid starts to trickle in. Let's click on that one really quick. The death toll from devastating floods in Libya's eastern city of Derna has risen to an estimated 6,000 people, according to officials. Um, Search teams have been combing streets, wrecked buildings, and even the sea to look for bodies in Derna. Bodies are everywhere, inside houses, in the streets, at sea. Wherever you go, you find dead men, women, and children. Ahmad Al Falah, an aid worker from Benghazi, had told the AP news agency by phone from Derna entire families were lost. Mohammed Derma, a teacher in the city, said his family and neighbors rushed to the roof of the apartment building, stunned at the volume of water rushing by. It reached the second story of many buildings, he said. They watched people below, including women and children, being washed away. They were screaming, "Help, help," he said. Um, Guys, this is just horrible. Over 6,000 so far, and they're expecting it to double. So, guys, I only can encourage you, but I would encourage you to continue to pray for these people. It's absolutely just a travesty to see so many lost lives by this flood. Um, let's see if there's anything else over here. I think that's it, guys. Let me see if we have anything in Zero Hedge. I didn't check Zero Hedge today or the Gateway. Probably need to check both of those really quick. They are okay. Um, yeah, more about Biden misleading the public. Well, who would have thought? I'm not seeing anything in Zero Hedge. Now it says McDonald's is scrapping self-serving drinks for machines for customers. You won't be able to get your own drink anymore there. Doesn't Nothing that I can think we could really need to see. I'm checking the Gateway. Ha! Well, get this. I'm just going to read just the. I'm not going to read the article, guys, but it says Utah Senator Mitt Romney announces he will not seek re-election. It's time for a new generation of leaders. That article, guys, if you want to see it, is in the Gateway Pundit. Um, I think he knows he probably is not going to get reelected, right? He would lose terribly. Um, let's see. Um, there's a couple. It says New York. Kathy Hochul delivers a devastating news for the sleeve. It is literally a new sleeve. It is not a booster one. The old sleever is not protecting you today, and that comes from the Gateway Pundit. Let's check that one out, guys. That one looks like it might be. We have a lot of people that watch us in New York, um, and we have a lot of family in the area. So on Wednesday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul delivered devastating news for the sleeved people. The governor message was loud and clear. The old sleever won't protect you from new variants. The U.S. Food and Drug announced approval and emergency use authorization of an updated. So this is an emergency use authorization, but it's an updated one, right? For Pfizer and Moderna, sleevers in 2023 and 2024. So how are they testing these things? That's my question. If this is a new one, how did they test it? What was the results? What's their findings? The development highlights the FDA's acknowledgement that previous sleevers versions were ineffective against newer variants like the Omicron. During Wednesday's press conference, Huchel was clear about the nature of the new sleever. It is literally a new sleever. It is not a booster. It is not an enhancer. It is not a new. It is a new sleever designed to attack new variants. Huchel's message dismantled any comfort that New Yorkers may have taken from previous sleevers. So this is brand new. She's telling everybody, brand new. Go get it. It's supposed to be new and improved and better, right?
No, it's new, not improved.
Let's see. A Twitter user pointed out, let me get this straight. Fauci says you only get a little bit of myocarditis from the sleever now, but it is definitely better than the myocarditis you'll still get when you're sick with the CD. Sleeved people still get the C, so you're getting a double dose of myocarditis. Am I right? Wow. Double whammy there. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting article, guys. And that was from the Gateway Pundit. I didn't read all of it, so if you want to go and check that out, it is in the Gateway. But that seems to be the headlines for today, guys. I'm not seeing anything that jumps out at me anymore. But I did want to share those updates with you. Hi there. Yeah. Right, Brian, I got you, brother. I'm not sure what Watchman's talking about. Oh no. We'll be praying for Daryl to find his phone for sure. That's exactly it, Watchman. Wow. Anyway, so I want to go back over the main reason we came live is the Panama Canal, because I think we have a few more people that have stopped by, and I just want to just make sure everybody's heard this. The Panama Canal has stopped. So 40% of the global supply chain has come to a halt due to, now get this, guys, you got salt water on both sides, but due to fresh water not being allowed to um, push the ships to sail, right? Anyway, can someone do a phone locate for Daryl? I can't do a phone. I don't even have Daryl's number, so I don't think I could. But somebody that has Daryl's phone number, please do a phone locate for him. Um, that would be awesome. Help Daryl out, guys. He's a Hoosier. Help him out. Um, yes, winning streak. You heard that right. The Panama Canal has stopped. 40% of the global supply chain came to a halt because the severely reduced freshwater supply ships are being ordered to travel with 40% less weight to deal with less water. The Panama government said these restrictions will last at least 10 more months. This is causing shipments from Asia to the East Coast um, of the United States. This is also causing oil shipment delays for Middle East and India to the west coast of the USA.
Okay, got a question for you.
So, yes, it is going to be just catastrophic here, guys, with the shipping.
Okay, question.
Before it's all said and done with. Yep.
All right, I know. How does the Panama government have anything to say about it when you said that they sold it to China?
Oh, yeah, really? China, well, because China's controlling their buttons, right? We know that. Hi, Miss Harriet. How are you, sister? So good to see you. Yeah, we know what's up, right? But it's all good, right? It's all good. Anyway, um, it's crazy, guys. Hopefully I'll get to do Bible tonight. because I want to share how God is so amazing and so. And I've already been praying for the
Y'all sprayed something back
for
there?
these straits and these canals, and I want to encourage you guys to pray for these waterways. Um, I don't know if I shared this the other day, but um, my grandson was I think I did share it on Bible. My grandson was drawing something, and it took me to the Gabriel Strait. Anyway, Gibraltar Strait. I'll tell you, we need to be praying for our waterways. Anyway, God bless y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me. And we will see you later. Hopefully, we'll have Bible. I am going to try and at least do a prayer tonight after we get settled. Anyway, I love y'all, and we'll talk to you later.